Okay, Noah, you're on, bud.
Well, I am really looking forward to get my snake, and my snake's gonna be a jungle jag. Thanks to Bo, one of those snake breeders, and yeah.
So you've decided that you want to get a jungle jag and not get the spotted? Really?
Well, he either offered me a Bradley or a jungle jag, so I would pick either one of those. I would pick a jungle jag.
Yeah.
But one question is to Nan is how do jungle jags have neuro problems?
It's just because of the particular genetics that if they bred jag to jag, it was not good. So even though now they mix it up and they breed, a jag with a jungle jag and so forth, it's just a problem that some can have. Not all of them. Some very mild and some more severe. So, but that doesn't mean that you can't take good care of them and look after them, even if they do have some neuro issues. So, Nana is looking at getting one as well, and I'm sure they're going to be just fine.
What are you going to get a rough scale?
I want to get the rough scale, and Bo offered me a jungle jag too. So
you said yeah.
So I said I would love to have one, but we would pay to have the bubs flown up here from Melbourne, and we would have to pick them up from the airport. So that would be very exciting. So we can still chat with Bo about if that is what you've decided to go with, but you do know that you're going to need bigger enclosure than the one that I have sitting there.
Kind of go on that in Jesse's enclosure, or Jack's enclosure. Jack and Jesse, right?
Well, Jack and Jessie live in there.
No, I mean when they get past that.
Well, yeah, but just in the enclosure that I've got sitting there, that was Maya's old one, will be suitable for your snake for a while, and then, of course, then you're going to have to get a bigger enclosure to that one.
So how do you notice when snakes overgrow their enclosure?
Well, what they say is that they should be able to stretch out at least 2/3 of their length in their enclosure. Don't have to stretch out all of their body length like Lily can, right? Lily can stretch out her whole body from one end of her enclosure to the other, so her tail touches there and her head touches there. She doesn't really need that. She could probably have half of that gone, not half the enclosure, just half of that side, and that would be enough for Lily.
So is Lily overgrown her?
No, and Lily will never overgrow that. Jack will never ever overgrow his, and neither will Jessie. But of course we know that Tess is going to overgrow hers, isn't she?
She's going to get big like a male.
And a male will get big, but Tessa will be bigger than a Maya.
But a Pani will be the same size as Maya.
Maya. So maybe one day you'll have the jungle jag, and then one day you might get a little one like a Pani and Maya.
I don't have a jungle jag as big as you.
Well, they can get a nice size, Noah, but you've got to...
Do some overgrow their
You'll be
length?
2 or 3 years older than what you are now.
Do jungle jags overgrow their length? Some of them?
What do you mean overgrow their... Yes, because
Yeah,
you
so-
cannot say this snake grows to this size because every snake is different. Every snake, even the same species. You know, you've got to think that Carla from One Soft Kiss, look how big Chewy is.
And
And-
that's Chewy?
He's a coastal carpet python like Jack. But he's a real big boy.
Could Jack grow that size?
Yes, Jack could grow that size, and he may not. So you just never know. So it's very hard to say, oh, your snake is only going to grow to be 5 foot. Average size might be 5, 6 foot. But there's always that time when average doesn't work either.
So when I get my jungle jag, my plan is just to start from a baby to grow till it's the size that it is. So what I'm thinking is to use one of Nana's enclosures that she used when Pani and Amaya were really little, and then as it gets bigger, I'll have to ask her to get these and that size enclosures. But I maybe might just go for that little enclosure till to Maya's old enclosure to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's generally how you have to do it. And you have to think about when it goes into the big enclosure, the lighting and the heating that you're going to use. And, you know, you think, would you use the heating panels like Nana's got for her big snakes?
Probably would. Like the heat panels on the roof.
Yeah, I think they're a
Yeah.
good way to heat enclosures up.
Like it's I think it's like really bad to just buy gear with a stand and a little light bulb that goes out when you've got this heat panel that sits there, goes on all day and it never breaks.
Mm.
Only if like a snake's hanging onto it and it falls off.
The best part about heat panels
They
is
stick on.
your snake can't get burnt,
Mm.
and they have no way of actually climbing onto it and hanging onto it because it's got no rims or anything that they can hang on to.
Would I have to create like a jungle gym and stuff like you do?
Would you want to do that sort of thing though for your snakes?
Well, depending like where I put it. Say if I have a real little room like this and I've got like all this size
Mm-hmm.
and I've got my couch and stuff here and I've got everything that I need to do
Yes.
and all the stuff that I have
Yes.
and I put it up in the corner but some of it sticks out, someone
Yeah.
might go climb up there or my cat or my cat or whatever reptile I'll get, and it could just bang its head. But when I'm older, I'm thinking to get a bearded dragon plus 2 snakes.
So okay, so you still want to get a beardy? Yeah, I think.
Because I remember that time that we went to pick up these enclosures
Yes.
from the guy, and he had a bearded dragon.
Yeah.
thing.
That's the bearded dragon was in the enclosure that Maya, no, that Sia's in. So
He's got that wide enclosure
yeah, and his bearded dragon was in that.
though.
In-
The wide one.
Yeah,
It's not a big,
no,
like,
no. So is that all you've got to say? Yep. So how does Nana, do you know how Nana ends her videos? You must by now.
But what I'm saying is, how would you get snakes out with a broken rib now?
Well, that's very hard. But Jack came out today and Jack came out all by himself.
But he kept sniffing everything and
He
seeing
did.
if everything was okay.
Yeah, he was everywhere, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Busy boy he was. So,
Ciao.
no.
Take care of your family. Take care of your snakes, take care of all your animals, and ciao.
That's it.